Hello dear viewers, as I upload this we are mere hours away from seeing Doctor Who The Timeless Children, so I thought it was a good time to drop some more theories as to what we might uncover in this finale. But I am not alone, these theories have come from some of you, my viewers, so I'm going to start off with a theory from Aaron, and Aaron is particularly interested in who the Timeless Children might be. And he was thinking, okay, what could the lie be that would, push the Master to the brink where he would destroy a whole planet? And Aaron has the very interesting idea that, based on what the Doctor can recall about their family, the Doctor always says that he has trouble remembering his family. She has trouble remembering her family. They're gone from the world, they're never gone from me. The Seventh Doctor says he doesn't know if he has any family. And it's often quite general what the Doctor can remember. No sorts of names or anything like that. Aaron's theory is that the Timeless Children are the Time Lords as a whole species. And that no new Time Lords have been made in eons. They just keep recycling the same old ones, and when they do that, they wipe the memory. But sometimes the memory bleeds through, and that's why the Doctor has such a hard time remembering their family, because where are these memories coming from? These memories feel like they're someone else's. This memory of an uncle that the Seventh Doctor has, the fact that the Doctor's family sleep in his mind in Tomb of the Cybermen. Now, I quite like this theory because it gives the illusion of an ongoing Time Lord society, but actually they're just recycling. And that could be the lie that sent the Master over the edge. So thank you very much for that one, Aaron. Meanwhile, Alex is rather curious about Brendan, the character of Brendan, and what is happening with him. Alex's theory is that all the stuff in Ireland with Brendan is actually taking place on Earth, and that Brendan is part of an experiment into longevity and regeneration. So when he falls off the cliff, he's meant to regenerate. He doesn't. He lives, but he doesn't regenerate. But then he gets old. So the experiment is a failure, so he has to be reset. So the lie of the Timeless Children is that the Time Lord's power to regenerate comes from another species, and the Master's pride is so hurt that he destroys Gallifrey. So thank you very much for that one, Alex. Hope you're feeling great. And finally, there is a theory from Bob, and this one, it's less about the Timeless Children, but it is about Brendan, and he and I kind of collaborated on this one a bit in a Facebook chat. We kind of just jammed some ideas against each other. So first of all, Bob suggested that Brendan would eventually regenerate into Ruth, making Brendan the Doctor. But I said, let's go a bit further than that. And I speculated that, okay, if Brendan is about to regenerate in that last scene we see him in as an old man, and that's, say, set around the 60s, then he could feasibly regenerate into another baby. That baby could be sent to Sheffield, and that baby could be around the age of 60 in 2018, having just recovered from cancer and gotten married. So I'm suggesting that Brendan regenerates into Graham. Now, where does Ruth fit in? The new series has implied several times that when the Doctor regenerates, they can subconsciously influence themselves into the body they choose. So Peter Capaldi's Doctor, this was directly referenced. He looks like Caecilius from the Fires of Pompeii, and as such, across here, he chooses to look like Caecilius to remind him to save people, because that's what the Doctor does. In a deleted scene from the Christmas Invasion, the 10th Doctor speculates that the reason he sounds like Rose Tyler is that Rose Tyler was the first person he saw, and so she imprinted on him. So I'm thinking, Graham could be mortally wounded in the Timeless Children. And as he lays there dying, he thinks about the one person in the world who brought him the most comfort, and that is, of course, Grace. And Grace and Ruth are very similar looking, and quite similar in sort of a fiery temperament. And I was thinking back to a conversation I had on Twitter with someone where they said, imagine if it had been revealed that Grace had been that doctor, you know, it could have had more impact. And I thought, yeah, that's an interesting idea. And if they are planning this far ahead, why didn't they do that? And I'm wondering if it's a matter of Brendan regenerates into Graham, Graham regenerates into Ruth, and Graham has been the doctor this whole time without realising it. Now, that doesn't tell us who the Timeless Children are, it more solves who Ruth is. But yeah, there's 3 theories. I'm recording this on Saturday, but it may go up on Sunday because, of course, Mardi Gras time here. But yeah, I would love to hear your theories down there in the comments. We still have a few hours before the premiere comes up. I have to say, I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm no longer concerned about how it will measure up to World Enough and Time and the Doctor Falls, because that's my favourite Cybermen story. I just want it to be a good conclusion on its own. And I think it has a great capacity to do that. But if you have a different theory, let me know down there in the comments. We only have a few hours to find out, well, if we find out about the Timeless Children and or Ruth in this finale. But yeah, until then, good luck everyone going into the finale, and thank you so much for watching.